I think the best athlete and the best student I have is Ashton Kutcher.
Really?
I think he's amazing. I told him, Ashton Kutcher, you have the ability to compete one day in case you decide to compete.
Well, Tom Hardy's competing now too, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Who do you think between Ashton and Tom Hardy? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gray Area Podcast. I am your host, Maximilian Decker, and we cover everything gray in your career and in life. And my guest today is my brother, and he's here and he's joining us. It's the man himself, Rigan Machado. Everyone, Rigan, welcome.
Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure.
My God, it's fitting me into your busy schedule. I really appreciate it, my brother. I really appreciate it.
It's my honor to be here. My pleasure.
So, just to give a little background on Rigan. He is the man. I would consider him and his family the godfather of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how you guys brought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, it exploded in UFC, but then you guys brought it before UFC.
Yes.
To Los Angeles. What was that?
I grew up in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I remember one of my cousins named Gracie. Spent some time in my house in Brazil to training with me and my cousins. And I remember my cousin named Gracie. He have schools in San Francisco today. We always talking about, Rigan, you have to come to the United States. It's a different world. There's opportunities. I end up, okay, let's try it. Let's spend some 6 months in San Francisco, in his house. And I started really like it a lot. Yeah, after a while, I have a cousin who live in Los Angeles, Gracie and Royce Gracie.
Right.
I started thinking like maybe we move to LA, have some jiu-jitsu there already. Horion and Royce is teaching there. Well, let's go. And me and my cousin, Caesar, we ended up moving to Los Angeles. We got a place, and little by little I started teaching with Horion and Royce in his house. He set up on the back of his house, have a garage. He put mats. Me and Royce, and after this Rickson arrived, we start teaching the garage.
Wow, that's
the beginning. Yeah.
You, Royce, Rickson,
yes,
Caesar. Did you guys ever just fight sometimes to beat each other's ass? Did that ever happen? Or were you guys more of like very like...
No, the mission was to spread jiu-jitsu, right, to motivate people to learn about the art, and that was the idea on the beginning.
It seems like you have a very like military background.
Yeah, my family, my uncle Alvaro Machado was a general in the army.
Oh, wow.
And my father grew up in a military school.
Got it.
And basically, my father educated us like with that kind of tradition, military style. And the Gracies, the relationship with the cousins, the military, and the Gracie together was perfect for training for us.
Like. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is in the military.
It's everywhere. Né? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is in so many groups, like special force groups.
Right.
That was one of the ideas on the beginning to help to introduce Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to LAPD for some special force, the right, Marines. We have a chance to travel around the United States to visit different places to try introduce Jiu-Jitsu. This before UFC. And we did. We visit over 50 different locations in different army, navies, and Navy SEALs groups, Delta Force, right, Green Beret, and we have a chance to throw some of the ideas we have for the military training. And it was nice. It was very interesting to how we try to introduce jiu-jitsu through the military in the beginning.
I mean, so basically your family, it was because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, for correct me if I'm wrong, was from Japan, and then your family kind of brought it over to Brazil, and then it kind of became you guys started working on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that we know and that we practice.
Actually, we never call Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We call Jiu-Jitsu. I believe like Horion. I remember Horion start teaching a lot of the ground stuff. Right. When the students, a lot of people want to learn self-defense, a lot of the ground techniques in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu almost like 90% focus on the ground. And I remember because the Jiu-Jitsu they have here at the time was a Jiu-Jitsu, American Jiu-Jitsu, some Jiu-Jitsu from different than what we do. And because we're from Brazil, people start nickname, oh, this is not the Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, this is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They focus on the ground. And after a while, everybody start calling Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And that's the famous moment where Chuck Norris brought in your family, wasn't it? I
met Chuck Norris through Horion. Chuck Norris fell in love Jiu-Jitsu. He was in Brazil. We met the Gracies, and after a while, we have a chance to meet him in person. He was the one who helped the Machado start the first academy. Yeah, I remember Chuck Norris have a place in the São Fernando Valley, a mall, and he asked me, "Here, I have a space here. Why your brothers don't start teaching here?"
Wow!
And that's how we opened the first school with Chuck Norris.
Now, you're a step away from Grandmaster, correct? Grandmaster, or
no? In Brazil, the levels go blue, purple, brown, black. That's for adults. And after these, you have the Master Series, which is the quarter belt, black, and it's like 7 stripes. And after these come 8 stripes, who is red and white. And the 9 stripes is red belt.
I mean, just to get your black belt, though, isn't it quite a process to just get your black belt?
Yes, it's the highest belt you can get in Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess what's the process when you see somebody going through the blue and the brown and the black? Like, what is your gauge where you're kind of like?
The number is very, very crazy. Every 1,000 students, maybe 10 students get to black belt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because for some reason they quit before they get to a black belt.
Or do you ever get the black belt and then they go off and they're like, okay, I can start teaching it now? Do you ever have that situation happen?
No, I think it is the lifestyle. When a lot of these students fall in love the type of lifestyle. And they want to start their own business, their own school. And that's good because you spread more instructors, different view of how to teach. That's the evolution of the sport.
Is it hard to learn? I mean, I've trained with you, and I know you're like he is like the best for me. And you've trained us also a lot of other students, like I believe Keanu Reeves and.
No, Keanu actually I have opportunity to train with him a little bit. He was doing a movie called John Wick with Chad directing, and I knew Chad. And Chet is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I gave him a black belt.
Oh, so you gave the director of John Wick his black belt.
He's been doing martial arts for all his life. He's a phenomenon in judo. He's a real good grappler. But Chet, he's we become friends, and I have opportunity to show some Jiu-Jitsu for Keanu at 8711. But Keanu is focused on the film. He do whatever necessary for the movie.
Right.
But I don't believe he's do jiu-jitsu all the time. I believe he do it for the film.
That's incredible to make him look like I don't know if he's a black belt or not.
No,
but
he's not.
To make him look as though he's a black belt on John Wick. I mean, that's
it's
that
funny
shows you how
because Dana White asked me he was a black belt.
Really?
In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I said, no, he's not.
He's like, no, he's not. What about Dana? Is Dana a black belt in Brazil?
Dana White? No, I don't think so. I think he maybe trained a little bit, but I don't think he...
Mark Zuckerberg? is a black belt?
No, he's a blue belt.
He's a blue belt. Okay. And that'd be kind of interesting, Dana versus Mark Zuckerberg, to see who would kind of get that. Do people what type of body type excels at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Have you seen?
No body type. I think it's not you adapt to Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu adapt to the person. Whatever any person can learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you think that somebody that excels a little bit more, like, say, like, I'm going to bring up somebody like some no-gi. Let me bring up some because now we have no-gi and gi. And I believe your family did give Eddie Bravo his black belt, if I'm not
Was
correct.
my brother. My brother Jean-Jacques, he was a student of Jean-Jacques for years. They're very good friends. And Eddie Bravo was very talented person, very good imagination, good creativity.
Didn't he beat one of the Gracies? He beat one of the Gracies in a tournament to get the championship.
He did in Abu Dhabi. He surprised one the Royler Gracie.
Royler Gracie, yeah, he
with
was
a triangle submission.
And then how does it feel though for this new gi to come in? Do you kind of how do you feel about no?
No, I never. For me, was not like a surprise because the way we think is different. Like we grew up in Brazil, Jiu-Jitsu for us, it's like grappling for you. We learn Jiu-Jitsu for everything. We learn Jiu-Jitsu for the summer is too hot, we take the gi and do no gi. During the sport competition, which is very big in Brazil, we do the gi. Sometimes I like to fight judo because I use the rules of judo to use my ability as Jiu-Jitsu to try use Jiu-Jitsu in the competition. Sambo, wrestling, whatever type of grappling, I see myself as a grappler. I go to MMA or fight, I'm a grappler. You know what I mean? I go on the ground, I use my Jiu-Jitsu. I think that's how I like to think. That's what the students come to my academy. I want to tell him, you're a Jiu-Jitsu guy. You fight everything. Whatever comes to you, you just adapt for what you need to do. The rules or self-defense, whatever. You're a Jiu-Jitsu guy.
What about let's get with I want to bring up Gordon Ryan because Gordon Ryan yes. He seems to be, I believe he also has his own school, I believe, and he's teaching and do you think, how do you feel about him, because isn't he currently known as the king, because they call him the
I
king?
I think Gordon Ryan remind McGregor. The world of MMA, McGregor come this unique character.
Right.
And Gordon Ryan, in the world of Jiu-Jitsu and grappling, he come this unique character. He's very smart, very talented, and he know how to market himself better than anybody ever seen. Because when the people talk, like McGregor and Gordon talk, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get the guy, I'm gonna submit.
Right. They know how to hype it up. They're hype.
And he go in the competition, he deliver.
Right.
People like him 10 times better. Right. Because he whatever he say, he do it. Right. And that's, I believe, is a strategy way to grow fast, the popularity and
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Like he knows how to he is talented, and then he knows how to like talk on the mic. He knows how to hype it up.
He's a very talented guy. I think he did something who really impressed me. He went to Abu Dhabi, and he fought his weight class. He submit everybody.
Right.
And after this, he have a super fight with André Galvão. He submit André Galvão, which is a great jiu-jitsu guy. And to do that, the action for me speak louder than anything. He proved himself like this guy is amazing, because you look the guy, he talk, but he don't deliver.
Right.
He don't get the respect.
Right.
But he did. He went over there. He proved himself, and I take my hat in respect to an athlete who is able to deliver.
Out of all the students you have trained, who do you feel is like the most notorious known that you're like, wow, that surprised you? You're like that actor's pretty talented. That fighter's pretty talented.
I think the best athlete and the best student I have is Ashton Kutcher.
Really?
I think Ashton Kutcher is phenomenal. He's so talented. Because he came from a background of wrestling. He's a phenomenal wrestler. And Jiu-Jitsu would come easy for him. And he's amazing. I told him, Ashton Kutcher, you have the ability to compete one day in case you decide to compete.
Well, Tom Hardy's competing now too, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez is another one who go to competitions too.
Mario Lopez?
Yeah.
Really? Who do you think between Ashton and Tom Hardy?
I think Ashton Kutcher almost a black belt. He's a brown belt.
Oh, wow.
He been training longer. He been training for 10 years. Tom Hardy is now is a purple belt. It's hard to tell because two different styles. Right. Both have a lot of talent.
One's longer because Ashton's a lot longer.
Yeah, but Tom Hardy is a tough son of a gun. He's tough.
Stocky.
Yeah.
Those stocky.
I don't know.
Stocky,
he like to go to war. I like this kind of style. He come to fight.
So do you agree because I've seen Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fights where they slap the other person, like they just haul off and slap them sometimes?
Sometimes it's part of the game. It's like it's rough. It's not like, you know what I mean? You get used to afterward.
Yeah. Let's talk about your record.
Thank you.
365-0. Let's talk about it.
I have a record.
Yeah.
365 fights, and I have another record, 19 fights in one day. But my whole career, I believe I have over 700 fights.
Wow.
Not only jiu-jitsu, but I did sambo, I did judo, I did wrestling, I did some other styles of grappling. Total, I think, past 700 fights. Yeah.
What is your most memorable fight?
The most famous fight was against my cousin Rickson.
Wow. Who
we fought in Brazil. Was come of two cousins fighting against each other. That's
a great movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's almost like Warrior. Did you see Warrior with Tom Hardy?
Yes.
So you basically did Warrior like in real life.
Real life, yeah.
with the drama, right? You guys trained. That is actually a good movie because you guys trained together.
He was my coach.
He coached you to fight him?
No. He used to coach me
in
jiu-jitsu, but for some reason his fighter got hurt. And we have big sponsors, a lot of money behind the show, and people want to see somebody fight. And the only two good fighters at the time to fight was me and Rickson. And the organization said, you need to save the event, you need to fight. And that's what ended up happening. You know?
Did you ever think about trying UFC?
I was not too old at the time to start. I start thinking like, I wish I was 10 years younger at the time to have this opportunity, but I realized injuries, a lot of little things. Like I said, you know what? I miss the train, and I love UFC. Is one regret I'm gonna have not to have a chance to jump into UFC because it's an amazing sport today. But I love it.
Was there any fighters that you did jump onto that they brought you onto their camp that you've worked with?
No, I always have some fighters who come to the academy training, who help. But I got so busy I don't have the full time to help them the way I like it. That's why sometimes I say, hey, better train with this guy because they're going to give you more time for what you need.
Do people expect anybody from Brazil to just be good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Is that kind of like
that's true?
Is that kind of like the stereotype, or what's?
You're born in Brazil. Oh, you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? No.
Or soccer.
Or soccer.
Or soccer.
Soccer is the number one. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Did you play any soccer?
Not much. I was terrible. That's
when I realized guys down on the ground.
What's next? I'm not good at soccer. I have to do something else.
You're kicking heads, not football. So, let's talk about Gilbert Burns. How do you feel? Because Gilbert Burns is Brazilian and he stands up quite a bit and doesn't go to the ground.
I think what people have to understand when you fight mixed martial arts is not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You have all the elements. You have to be good boxer, good in kicks, you're good in takedowns, and know some ground. And I think that's what the group of things what get you to be good on the mixed martial arts. And I think some of the guys feel strong enough to go standing.
Right.
And if you can knock people out, I say, why I want to go to the ground? Sometimes you get somebody who start beating him up. Oh, I'm better take this guy to the ground. It's like more you do, more you realize what's your strategy, what's your game, right, what you're good. It's interesting to see a lot of jiu-jitsu guys like Vitor Belfort. He come from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he's a really good boxer.
You know, it's interesting, like, you know, like going back to McGregor, because I believe McGregor beat, for the championship, the one fighter from Brazil. What was his? Who did he fight? Remember? Aldo.
Yeah.
So Aldo was a champion for 10 years, wasn't he?
Yeah, Aldo was one of the legend on the martial
arts,
the UFC.
And I'm bringing them up because there's this mental aspect to fighting too, where it's almost like you're doing chess in your head of where you're going to go next or how you're going to fight. Like, what's that like for you when you're sizing up an opponent?
No, I was surprised because I thought Aldo is going to beat him.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I think 90% of any other fighters in the country, you ask who is going to win, Aldo or McGregor. I believe that day McGregor proved himself to the world, like, I come to fight. It's was a big surprise.
But if Aldo would have just stayed to trying to get him to the ground, I mean, Aldo is really good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, he's really good.
So it's almost like maybe McGregor got the best of him to play his game.
It was his day. It's like sometimes, like, it's not about win or loss. It's the guy day. I call that. It's like his day.
Is it a feeling that you have when that happens, like having your day?
The right punch, the right time, the right strategy. Everything come to the right moment. I think that was his moment. That
was his peak, his pinnacle.
Yeah.
Well, now he's doing movies, so.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go to the gray area in your career. What do people not know about your career? Because you're very successful, and a lot of people know you, and you have tons of success. And now you're getting into directing, which I'm really excited about. And he's also acted in things and helped choreograph stuff. What is it that people don't know? What's the gray in your life that people don't know that you went through or that you had to experience?
No, I love life, man. I love challenge. I love the surround, to be around good energy, good people. But one of the things people don't know, grow up, my father I have four brothers, John, Jean-Jacques, myself, Rigan, Roger, and Carlos. Each brother have a specific connection with my father. The connection I have with my father loved movies. Yeah, I remember he always, come here, watch this movie, Charlie Bronson. He loved Charlie Bronson. He loved Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, Clint Eastwood. And I remember my father always invited me to go to the movies with him. And little by little, because you have this amazing relationship with your father, I started like it. Right. Yeah, I remember when I have opportunity to meet some of the celebrities. I have opportunity to meet Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I was talking to him about my father. He said, "Oh, I want to meet your father. Where's your father?" Yeah. So now my father passed away already, but I wish my father was alive to say, "Hey, Clint, that's my father." You know?
I know. Yeah, you get to like you could have, introduced them to what you grew up with, right?
Yeah, like example, I love Van Damme. I love all his movies. In America, I watch Van Damme and Steve Seagal was my favorite action.
Yeah.
Movie stars.
Have you ever met Van Damme?
Both personal friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm a very good friend of Steve Seagal. And I'm a very good friend of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Now, there's beef between them that they wanted to fight for a second, yeah?
It's just like same happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone. But today they're best friends. I think it was at the time.
Is it the industry that puts them against each other?
It's a rival, né?
It's
Too
just,
big. Who's the biggest action
or is it maybe
star?
like marketing too? Because we're talking about like Ryan and McGregor. Like, there's this element of marketing behind them that they kind of like gas each other up.
I think so. I think
Friendly rivalry when you're at
who's
the best in
the
your lane.
biggest movie star? I think the ego get involved and they feed this market strategy too. I don't know. It's like
Yeah, but then you meet people like, because I hear like Mario Lopez is like super grounded and nice, and
Mario Lopez, fantastic guy. One of the coolest guy I met in a long time. He's a super nice guy. I have opportunity to train him
yeah,
one day, and we spent some time. What a nice guy, man. A great father.
and isn't it like the
great,
nicest guys that can choke you out? Like,
But he's very good at. He train every day in the morning. 6 in the morning, he do his jiu-jitsu.
really?
Every day, he's so organized, so a good example as a human being. I have a lot of respect for my Lopes.
So it's almost like your structure and your routine is it's like anything else. It's the recipe to success, the consistency.
Yes.
What about the Maeda Jiu-Jitsu lineage from Japan?
The story is I have a lot of opportunity to talk to my uncle, Carlos Gracie, the founder.
Right.
He was explaining his father was a very good friend of Maeda Koma. And Maeda Koma was represent as ambassador over there in the same area with his father come friends, and he have a place he training the people judo, little bit ground fight, little bit some little things like relate to martial arts, and he put Carlos Gracie to start training for Maeda Koma. Later, Carlos fell in love with the training, but Carlos was a very small guy. He weighed 145 pounds, and his brother's the same. Helio was 155 pounds or 100. All the brothers not big, and they started doing a lot of the ground fight because Carlos liked the ground fight because a bigger guy he take to the ground, he able to submit the guys or armbar or choke, and he start focus. I want to bring the guys to the ground, and that's how his idea start come focused to the floor.
It's almost the same moment in which Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu spiked and became super famous, because everybody knows the moment in UFC 1 when Dana White and I believe the two brothers, they bought the UFC, right? And it was their first UFC, and then here's Royce Gracie,
brothers, yeah.
the Fertitta brothers, and here's Royce Gracie bringing down a 300-pound man, and people are like, what the hell is this guy doing with front sweeps and then choking people out in his gi? You know, what was that moment for you guys?
Royce for me is like my cousin. We grew up together, but he's my hero too.
Right.
The reason he's my hero because he was not the biggest guy. Hickson, myself, half the family was bigger than him. But he was the guy who stepped up. And
how much would you say he weighs? He's like
175 pounds or 180, the biggest.
So like, you know, Bradley Martin's somebody that's 260 and he's calling out all these fighters, you know, and so to get like Royce is a good example of like how it doesn't matter how much you weigh because the most skilled person can.
You know what I love about Royce? He have that kind of mentality. It's very unique. You can put the devil across the mat, and he gonna step and fight the devil. Wow. He don't care who's on the other side. That kind of mentality is a lot of respect. Because I remember one time Royce, I was talking to Royce. I think he going to Japan to fight a guy, a sumo guy, almost 500 pounds or more. I don't know. Right. He submit the guy. And I said, brother, that's unique. That guy was 6 something.
That guy can fall on him and break his back.
He fall on top of Royce. Royce ended up got him in some arm lock and submit the guy. But for Akibono, I think the guy's name. Right. And Royce is I believe, comes the superstar who helped to change the whole game in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to prove to the world the efficient, how important Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is to be in a MMA fight. And I have a lot of respect and love for what he did.
So let me get your take on this, because this happens with actors, and I like to kind of compare acting to, because it's studying, it's culture also. Do you think it's good to jump around from coaches to coaches, learning different techniques, or do you think you find your coach and then you just roll with them?
No, not today. I think today is about an athlete need to grow. Sometimes he don't have enough in his school. He have to cross training, and I think I learned that in wrestling. I remember I was training with Bob Anderson, was a coach in São Clemente. He was we become friends. He used to be a coach at Dan Henderson. Used to be one of his students.
That's right, Dan Henderson.
But one thing about him, he always cross-trained. He bring people from Russia, he people from different camps, and that opened my mind, because before in Brazil, you train in one place, you don't go any place else.
Yeah, kind of like Khabib, right? Like Khabib just trained with his dad, right? I mean, and then I think he did the American Top 10.
I think you have to cross-train today. There's no way you'll be able to get the best. Principally, you step on the high level of a fighter. The cross-train today is going to be important for anyone.
Super necessary.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about Gracie's, Machado's gi versus the no-gi, like 10th Planet. What kind of...
It's no... Jiu-Jitsu for me, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is like grappling. Gi, no gi, for me, I love both.
Right.
Yeah, I don't separate, like, it's gi. We have the sport Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, who is very popular. People fight with the gi. But today, the no gi is very popular too. And I have love for both so much. I love no gi. I have half my class, people want to do no gi. Another half like to do the gi. I go with the flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know when you worked us out, because you were so kind to work me and some of my students out, and you let us go no gi. So I was kind of I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'm working with Higan, and we don't have a gi. And you guys just you're like wrestle around. What seems to be the one thing now? Because you're getting into directing, or you're producing. Now you're getting into directing soon here. After, I guess, how many? What's the trajectory look like for you?
No, for me. I love the movie industry. I opened a school in Beverly Hills. I started surrounded by actors, directors, producers, writers, stunt coordinators, stunts guys, and fight choreographers. Basically, I started little by little have opportunity to work a little bit in different areas, and even like better. And my goal, my next step is to try to direct. Yeah.
Do you have a script in mind, a story?
I have few. I have one called Hell City. Is almost like action drama with vampires, bikers.
Wow.
I'm gonna shoot in Dallas, but before that, I wanna shoot a small comedy, Machado Brothers vs. Zombie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This one is going to be funny.
Okay.
I have few actors in mind I want to bring to work with us.
One of my favorite movies is City of God.
Yeah, Fernando.
Oh, my God. Phenomenal. If you guys haven't seen that movie, that's an amazing film. And it shows all the parts of Brazil, right?
Yeah, that was phenomenal. One of my favorite movies of all time.
That'd be kind of cool to get you back there to Brazil and do a movie in your home country. And
I would love that for sure.
Bring that home. Well, is there anything that we should know about you? Because you did talk about movies a little bit, but is there any hobbies you have? Anything you like to do?
I like to know what I do. I love to hang out with my friends. I love to have some amazing friends. And I love to do things outside the house. Like go to the mountains, go travel, do some adventures. I love to... I'm a type of guy, I don't like to stay home for too long.
Right.
I want to socialize. I want to get out of the house. I want to do some activities. And it's kind of nice because I have a good network of friends who always, I want to get out of the house. I've been traveling for over 100 countries. Yeah, I use this seminar to help me, the Jiu-Jitsu seminars to help me to get out to other countries, discover new people, new culture, new food. I love it.
What made you settle LA? Because you're kind of like
I think
LA
is for me is a dream city. Whatever you dream.
Still today, because a lot of people are like, oh, go to Texas, oh, go to Florida.
No, I don't think so. I think LA is the most magical place in the world for me. Yeah, I love LA more than any place I ever been.
Yeah. Well, what? And then I would say, what's Team USA?
Team USA is the love of what America did for us. I represent the United States with my heart today. I believe that's my country. I grew up in Brazil. It's still my country too. But I have so much love for this country, for what she did, not just for me, for my family. Yeah, I love the United States.
I mean, you're just so humble and so kind, and it's so great for you to get that message out, because now in a time where like there's like all this, a lot of people are saying the opposite about USA, and that there's better countries out there. What do you say people that to find more?
I think when you travel around the world, when you come back to the United States, you see the difference. You see how much you love this country. I think you always have propagandas and people talk a lot of things, but travel around the world. Check what happened around the world. They come back to the United States.
Yeah, just don't read it in a textbook. Like, go out there and see the other countries for yourself.
Open your mind. Travel is the best thing ever. And you learn so much in traveling. And it's amazing when you come back to the United States, you value every inch of this amazing country.
Man, that's a great message for people to hear right now, because I feel like there's such a lack of that. But you know what? It's turning around, right? It's just turning around. It is turning around. What can AI change, BJJ?
It's changed already.
Really? AI with BJ? How? Talk to me.
I remember I was teaching training Ashton Kutcher. He said, Rigan, let me show you something. He go over there, he tests techniques. Rigan like to techniques, teaching techniques. Rigan like the type of passing he like to do. In seconds, they gave all the answers. I was shocked. He said all the details of what I like to teach, all kind of style of jiu-jitsu. He said everything in seconds. I was like, oh my goodness.
But it is different to read it and then to have you and apply it. I mean, there is a different energy from textbook to doing, you know what I mean? And so what would you say, because a lot of people do like to read and study and do all this kind of stuff, but what are they not, adding into the equation when they do have to like go up against you or have you're training somebody?
I think you're going to have to use AI in the future for anything. And I think that's the next step of evolution. And I want to be the first one to get involved and use AI to help my teaching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because it really is like technology's always...
You have to follow the evolution. It's technology, man. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, there we go. I did not see that one coming.
People don't like much changing.
So but let's go back really quick and touch on this. I'm getting thrown an idea over here. The twister. Who invented the twister?
I have one style of twist I do, but I remember Ed Bravo was showing some adaptation for some wrestling techniques.
Right.
He adapted to create a submission from the wrestling techniques. But what was good, was amazing, he went to the competition and he applied the techniques on the competition. And was these twists from the back is created by Eddie Bravo. Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, and it's all about being open, because if you guys wouldn't have been open to studying and getting behind other people to like really go and find their way, it seems like that seems to be a way of your cultures, like adaptability and grow.
I agree 100%.
Instead of like being like, no, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think the adjustment in that? Because back in the day, it was like, this is the school, this is it. Why the...
No, I always have an open mind. I always want to learn from the next generation. I think I still a student.
Right.
I look myself humble, and I have to keep learning. I see something new. I always want to learn what's fresh.
Who's your favorite UFC fighter right now?
McGregor, my favorite fighter.
Really?
Yeah, John Jones is another one I like a lot.
I mean, those guys are just like special.
Yeah, I think McGregor is so entertainment, so cool.
So he's a super loyal guy. He will not go coach with another coach. He's like very like dialed in with the guys he works with. And I think John Jones too, yeah? Like they're very...
No, you have to cross over sooner or later. I think it's the evolution. Sometimes somebody come out something cool to your game. You have to open mind to improve.
Did McGregor have that same hoist mentality, like just a killer?
No, I think McGregor is smarter. A lot of the fighters I know, I think he say things on the fight world who is super smart. I watched his documentary in Netflix. I was very impressed.
Who would you say is on the Mount Rushmore of fighting?
I love Paulo Costa. I think Paulo Costa is one of my favorite fighters. I think Paulo Costa start fighting more often. He's going to be the next UFC champion.
Do you like watches?
I like.
What's the watch you got? Because that's a pretty good looking watch.
This is a simple watch, but I love a Panerai. Panerai, I have a couple Panerais.
Yeah.
It's my favorite watch because it's big. It was a special force guy behind the watch,
Right.
and it's a type of watch for tough guys. I don't know. I love Panerai.
If Rigan Machado wasn't in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a coach or an actor or a director, what would he be doing?
Something related to travel. I love the nature. I love animals, farming. I have things like that. Who I love the energy of travel and to be around a beautiful place and farming. Something I have a lot of love.
Sounds like all that gives you a great inner
Country,
peace.
nah?
Gives you an inner peace, or
to be on the horse, on the mountains, ride the horse, to walk in a trail, in a paradise place. Things like that is so peaceful.
brings a lot of being present.
Yeah.
Also. How's a reunion at your house? Like when you get the whole family there, what is that like?
It's funny because me and my brothers have a unique relationship. We back in time, because everybody marry, have kids and stuff. When do we get together? It look like we 17 years old. We talk trash to each other. It's funny.
Who's the one that's everybody's afraid of?
Rigan Machado. I'm kidding. No, because I'm the biggest one. People he's the biggest one.
They're always like,
no, all tough guys, all good guys.
Dude, that must be when you guys go to a bar. It's like, get out of the way, like, just watch out.
No, good people.
Yeah, no, you guys are awesome. What's something that annoys you? What's something that you're just like you can't stand, or you get annoyed with, or anything like that?
Man, do you know what scared the shit out of me? I don't know why. It's cockroaches.
Cockroaches?
Cockroach. How you pronounce cockroaches?
Cockroaches, yeah.
I don't know. It scared the shit out of me. I see a cockroach, I freak out.
Really?
Yeah, it's little shit thing.
I mean, you can just literally just,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
not
don't know
that
why. It's something who not afraid, but I want to throw up when they say cockroach.
Oh, wow.
I get sick.
So have you ever had to use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in real life? Really?
I have. I have many times, but one the story I remember, I used to date this super beautiful girl. She was actually girl from Ipanema at the time, and I was walking for her, and I was walking in front of a club, and somebody grabbed her butt.
Oh man.
I didn't see it, and I was walking for her. She looked like something dropped something. Yeah, look behind. I see this big guy.
Yeah.
He started giving the finger and calling name. I didn't know it was even me. I looked to the guy. Maybe he talked to somebody, but he started walking my direction. He said, "Oh shit, that's me."
Yeah, he's calling you out.
And I told my girlfriend, cross the street, because I think this guy mean business. He had probably like 7 guys with him.
Wow.
But across the street, I have 10 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters, my friend.
right.
And they look at me, oh, Rigan's in trouble. They come behind the other guys. And base, they told, oh, you guys have a choice. Everybody fight, only these 2 guys fight. And everybody realized, oh, shit, only the 2 guys going to fight. Yeah, I tried to talk to the guy. I don't want to fight him.
Right.
I told the guy, like, brother, I don't want to fight you. I'm here with my girlfriend. I didn't see he grabbed my girlfriend, but because the fight started right there, you know what I mean, for the due respect. But he come close to me, he spit on my face. I said, boy, I grab him, put him down. He bigger than me, the guy, but looked like a biker or something like that. And I grab him, I choke, he pass out. And people, oh, you killed the guy. He wake up. I said, brother, please, let's finish here. He come again, he spit on my face.
After
for the
you
second.
choked him out, he came at you.
The second time.
He didn't learn his lesson?
And same thing, but I took him down. This time I did couple light punches on his face to say, mother, I will hurt you.
Just like,
stop it.
It's like
and I choke him again, and he pass out again. But this time I wrap the arm around him. I wake him up. I said, brother, listen here. You spit in my face one more time. I promise you're going to wake up in the hospital because I will hurt you. I'm not going to give you another chance. He was tired. And he sit down. His friends broke up. And he want to shake my hands. I shake his hand. And I left.
Even to the end, you were being so respectful.
Yeah, because you have the tools to beat the guy. Why I want to beat the guy? I didn't want to beat the guy to come to this point because destroy the night, rip my clothes, dirty on the mud. I have to go home. But on the car, my girlfriend told me what happened. And I was lucky. I said this guy was lucky because I see he grabbed my girlfriend like that. I break his arm or do something worse, hurt his face. But that was a story like when you have the confidence in what you do, you use that just in case you need, but you don't want to do it. You use that as a self-defense. That was a story I remember because I didn't want to hurt the guy. I didn't want to fight. The guy didn't get hurt at all. I just choked him, finished the fight, shake hands. Each one went to a different.
Right. It seems like a lot of people are just really angry in life and they just want to like pick a fight or they want to.
You have to be careful now because things have consequence. Sometimes you fight the wrong guy, you fight a guy have guns, you fight a guy have a knife, have a guy have group of guys. Sometimes you never know. Like street fight, there's no rules. Right. Good things can happen, bad things happen. You have to use what you have to protect yourself. And there's no tough guys anymore because everybody have weapons, guns. Right. Have to really be careful today.
Yeah, so the day and age of, just getting into a street fight really is nobody wins.
Nobody wins. Yeah.
Nobody wins. Higan, is there anything that you'd like to promote to the audience?
Yes, I have some things coming out soon. I send you the information when they finish. But I put 150 drills of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in 3 levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced. And I challenge the guys to learn the program. But the guys have to test himself each level. It's 35 levels. And he only get the next level when he accomplish. Send the video for me, showing he did the pass the test.
Right.
And I have all the black belts to be the judge, not me.
Okay.
I do the program. You saying this black belt's gonna tell you pass or not. and you have three chances.
Oh, wow.
You don't pass, you have to redo everything again.
So then you have this program where there's 35 levels, and then the student starts, and in each level you have your black belts that approve them.
No, that's the judges.
The judges are the...
It's almost like mixed CrossFit, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu drills. Yeah. But the end, he have to do 150 drills.
Oh, wow, 150 drills. Okay,
cool. Yeah, after this, he's allowed to become a gold member for a special group.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
He get diploma of accomplished in the beginning, intermediate, advanced. But to be a gold member of this special group of fighters, he have to accomplish everything.
I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna jump in there.
Yeah. Give all the tutorial what you need to do.
Okay.
And stuff like that. How to do step 1, step 2. And after this, you have to film and send to us.
And then what I would love to do is maybe just to help you guys want to participate here with us at the pod. Just remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us, and then we'll pick somebody to go to the school, and maybe we can roll around.
You're my guest anytime. You're my acting coach for life.
It's such an honor to be able to work with you, not only in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu but also in acting. It really is it's a very cool experience that God's bestowed onto me to have with you.
No, it's a pleasure.
But yeah, no, I'd love to maybe include somebody out there to come join us that's following us on the pod and then watch the pod to come over and check us out and roll around at the dojo. Thank you so much for joining us here with Rigan Machado. And again, legend, icon, and just such a pleasure to have you here. And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next Gray Area podcast.